Hi guys, today we are going to learn access modifier in Java. For this topic, you first have basic understanding of packages. If you have not aware about it, please refer to my previous video of package. So welcome to my YouTube channel Code with Abhi, where you will get to learn Java from basic to advanced in detail. Before starting, please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. So what is access modifier? Access modifiers determine the visibility of a class, constructor, method or variable. So what does it mean by that? It means whether our class will be accessible within our class or outside of our class or outside of package. In short, if we have created one class, the visibility of class within the package or outside of package determines based on access modifier. Okay, there are four main access modifier in Java: public, private, protected, default. We will see each access modifier one by one with example. First, let's see public access modifier. So public access modifier, what is public access modifier? If we give class as public or variable or constructor or method as public, we can access our class or members of our class outside of class, within the package or outside of package. Okay, it is simple. If we give a public, our class will be accessible from anywhere. Okay, so let's see with example. So as you can see in our last video, we have created src folder. Inside src folder we have main class, and inside src folder we have two packages, type A and type B. So let me show you who haven't seen our last video. So what is in type A? As you can see, type A is within a package type A. Okay, and you can see we have given type A class as public, and we have created one non-static public method. Okay, let me also create one variable int x equal to 10. So we have one public class, and inside that we have public variable x equal to 10 and public non-static method type A method. So this class will be accessible from anywhere inside a class, inside of package or outside of package. So as you can see, we have main method outside of package of that class. Okay, so we can access this class from anywhere. As you can see, I have main method class outside of that package. So what I have done, I have create object of that class, type A class, also imported that class. We have to import the class if it is outside of the package. Okay, and after that I have called type A method. Okay, now let me show you. Also let me print x value. As you can see, define a variable inside our type A class, a dot x. Yeah, we can access non-static variable by using reference object. This is our reference object reference variable. Okay, so let me run this. Inside src we have main class dot java. Okay, so let me compile the class javac main dot java. When we compile the class, it will create dot class file, compiled class file. Okay, now we have to run our class. How can we run our class? Java and class file name. So this is our dot class file name. Okay, so let me show you. You can see we can access type A method. Inside type A we have defined type A method. We have print type A method, and then we also can access value of x variable 10, and main method we have printed main method inside main method. So as you can see, this is how we can access, we can define public access modifier. Okay, also let me show you one thing. Like as you can see, we have defined class as public, variable as public, method as public. We also define public as constructor. Okay, type A. I will tell you in another video what is the use of constructor. This is how we define constructor, by using class name with opening and closing bracket and opening and closing curly braces. Okay, we can also give access modifier to constructor. Okay, so this is public access modifier. Now let's see private access modifier. If we define our class with private access modifier, member of our class as private access modifier, then we can access our class or our member of our class within a class only. We cannot access that class outside of our package or outside of our class. Okay, within a package or outside of package, simple. It simply means we can access our class or member of our class within that class only, not outside of class. Now let me show you with example. So here we have type A. So what I have done, I have made our class as private, also member of our class as private, and now I'm trying to access this class in our main method with type A. Let me uncomment this part. In main method outside of package. Okay, so will it execute? Let me show you. First compile, it shows modifier private not allowed here. We cannot access type A class because it has private access modifier. Okay, so now what we can do, we can, if you have to access this class, we have to make it as public. So our class is public, but still our variable and method are private. Can we access our class variable or method outside of package or outside of our class? Let's see. Let's try to run again. It says type A method type A has private access in type A. Also variable has private access. So we cannot access that. How can we access that? We have to make it as public. So let me show you how can we access this. We have to make it as public, right? So what is the use of this private access modifier? We cannot access this. If you want to access this variable or method, we can access this within class. So let me show you with example how can we access this. What we'll do, let me create this type A object here also, and access this. So what I'm doing here, I'm trying to access variable x, private variable x, by creating object and by using reference variable. By using reference variable. If we make it static, we don't have to create object, we can directly access variable. But as we have non-static variable, I have created object, and now I'm trying to access this variable, private variable, within a class. So let me change main method also, because we are calling this type A method from main method. Also we cannot access this private variable. So let me comment this. So what I have done, I created type A object here, and from type A I'm trying to I'm calling type A method. Okay, let me run this, compile successfully, run. You can see inside type A method we can access private variable. Okay, so this is how we can access private variable. Now let's see protected access modifier. As you can see in the example, I did not define our class, example class, as protected, because protected is not allowed here. We cannot define our class as protected, but we can define our variable and method as protected. So what is protected modifier? We can access protected access modifier variable and method within the same package or by or outside of package by subclass. Okay, I'll show you with example so you'll get it clearly. Also I'll show you why we cannot use protected access modifier here. Okay, so let's see example. So here I created type as protected, and also made created variable and method as public. And now what I'm doing, I'm trying to access this type A by using subclass. How can we define subclass? By extend keyword. If we want to define our class as subclass, we can extend from other class. Okay, so this is how we defined our class as subclass. And now created object of our main class and trying to access this subclass member. So when we extend any class in our class, we can access that variable within our class directly by our class name or our object name. But let's see will it work or not. It says modifier protected not allowed here. So as you can see, we cannot define our class as protected. So one thing is clear, we cannot define our class as protected. Okay, so let me make it a public, and now protected. So I made our class as public and variable and method as protected. And now I am trying to access that method and variable by main class by extending type A class. Okay, so let's see will it work or not. Compile successfully, run successfully type a method, then we can access type a and main method. Now also let me show you one thing. Now let me create type a object. So what I done here, I created type a object, also extend the class and trying to access type a variable and method. Will it work? Let's see. It says has protected access variable, so we cannot access this outside of package directly by using object of that class. If you want to access this class outside of package, we have to extend this class in our class, and then we those variable and method we can use it as it is of this class. So that's why we have created a main class object and then accessing those variable and method from as our main class. Let me again show you one thing. Protected int x, sorry, a equal to 11 and protected void. So what I had done here, I have created one a class with protected variable and method, and let me save this in our src folder. So let me show you the folder structure here. So what I have done here, I have created a class where our main class is, and now I'm trying to access this class. Let me show you how can we access if it is in the same package. Okay, create object of a equal to new a. Okay, and let me call a class method, a of a method, also variable. Don't get confused with naming convention. Here what we are doing, we have created a class within the same package of our main class, and here we are creating object and accessing a class variable and method within the same package. Okay, so let's see if we can do that or not. This is our value of a. Let me again run this, compile and run this, so it will be clear. A class method, a class variable and main class. So as you can see, we can access protected access modifier within the same package, as you can see by this example, or outside of package by using subclass, as we have seen in previous example. Okay, the last access modifier is default access modifier. As you can see in the example, I didn't define my class or variable or method as default, because if we didn't define any access modifier, it will be considered as default. Okay, so there is no default access modifier as named default. Default is used for some other purpose which we will cover in Java 8 topic, but here for this there is no access modifier as default. If we didn't define anything, it will be considered as default. Okay, so one thing to remember. So what is default access modifier? So we can access this default access modifier only within the same package, and we cannot access default access modifier even if we trying to access that by using extend as a subclass. Okay, so we can access default access modifier within the same package, and there is no, as you can see, there is no default. If no access modifier is specified, that will be considered as default. Let's see example. So I have created type a class with no access modifier, also variable and method with no access modifier. What I'll do, I will create object of type a equal to new type a. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll try to access type a method and value of x. Okay, so here what I have done, I have created object of type a class and trying to access that type a class which has default access modifier outside of package. So will it execute? Let's see. It says type a is not public, type a cannot access from outside of package. We cannot access type a method or type a outside of package. So can we access by using extend keywords? Let's see. We have to create object of main class. So here what I have done, I have extend type a class outside of package and trying to access by using main class, as we have seen in our last example where our type a variable and method are protected, but here our type a variable and method are default. Okay, so can we access this? Let's see. It says again, uh, type a cannot be accessed from outside of package because it is default. Okay, so we cannot access from outside of package. If you want to access any default variable or method, we can access within the same package or within the same class. So let's see with example. So here let's try with a class. Okay, because it is within the same package. So variable, let me change this, it will be very confusing. y variable and method a. So here I have defined class A and member of that class as default because no access modifier is defined. Now what I'll do, I'll try to access this from our main class. Let me control Z. A of method A, also A of y. So here we are trying to access class A within the same package. Okay, we didn't require to import this now. So will it work? Let's see. Compile successfully, run successfully. A class method, a variable and main method. So as you can see, so we have covered all four. Let me give you the preview. Public access modifier, we can access within the class, within the package or outside of package. There is no restriction. Okay. Private access modifier, we can access within the same package, within the same class. Even we cannot access this class outside of package or within the same package. We can access member of that class within the class only if our class is as private. Then protected, we cannot define our class as protected. One thing to remember, we can define only variable method as protected. Okay, and also we can access method and variable within the same class, within the same package or outside of package by using subclass only, not by using object, by creating object, by using subclass, by using extend keyword. Okay, then default, if we define our class with no access modifier, it will be considered as default. There is no default keyword as access modifier. It will be preserved for another purpose, which will cover in Java 8. Okay, but if we define our class with no access modifier, it will be considered as default, and we can access default variable and class within the class and within same package, not outside of package. Okay, by using object or by using extend keyword. If you have any question regarding this topic, please comment your question. I will reply with detailed answer. Also, thanks for watching the video till end, and if you like the video, please like and share the video and subscribe the channel. Thank you.